Today we are privileged to have with us Becky Johnson, who recently was elected as for the coming cycle, the 4th Vice President of the National Federation of Republican Women. She's also a great supporter of the Johnson County Republican Party. We're very indebted to her and thank her for her time, talent, and treasure, as she's been our great supporter through these years. And today we'd like to visit with Becky.
Thanks, Ronnie, for asking me to join you today. I'm really looking forward to this. I was definitely born a Republican. I'm a 5th generation Kansan, and I'm sure a 5th generation Republican woman. I know my great-grandmother was very involved in Republican politics. I got involved in an organized way in 1968 when my junior high class in Anderson County organized the Anderson County TARS, and I was involved in that in 68 and 69, and then from there on, just following the news and following, like I say, just being a real news and political junkie, so to speak, even in high school. Then in 1985, I joined the Linn County Republican Women and was able to serve in all the offices there at the local level, served as a district director for the 2nd Congressional District, KFRW, was then in 2009, or for the 2010 year, was elected KFRW President, or Kansas Federation of Republican Women's President.
Oh, that's great. Now, I understand that recently you were elected for the coming term as the 4th Vice President of NFRW, National Federation of Republican Women. Tell us about NFRW. What is it, and what is your role? How does that come into play with Kansas?
The National Federation of Republican Women is probably the largest grassroots organization of its kind, Republican or Democrat. We have over 75,000 members across the United States and in Puerto Rico. We have 47 state federations. We've got 2 or 3 states that we need to work on, and that is hopefully one of my plans as a 4th Vice President, to see that we can't get a federation in all 50 of our states. Our organization was organized in 1938, and the KFRW, the Kansas organization, was organized in 1930. So actually, we're 8 years older than our mother organization. We have 2 meetings a year. We always have a day on the Hill, which is a lot of fun. The ladies show up in their red jackets, and you can see the sea of red jackets, and our congressmen and senators, and congressmen and women and senators know that there's a force to be reckoned with. It's a lot of fun, and we do get a lot of great support from our elected officials, too. We do a lot of work with organizations, outreach and Caring for America, which is we do in our local clubs, supporting our food banks or our military and things like that. We have achievement awards, which is something that the clubs work on for a 2-year term. We do also, we encourage our clubs to keep track of their volunteer hours. This year we had over 4.8 million hours of volunteer hours that the clubs and the individual ladies have had done for the last 2 years. When you put a simple $10 to that, that's a $48 million that our work, could be considered, for our candidates and our party.
Speaking of awards, I learned that you were recently recognized with the Ronald Reagan Award, which my understanding is in the NFRW world would be like the Heisman Trophy for the football player of the year in college football. So what a wonderful congratulations we need to give to you. The national award, my goodness, way to go, Becky.
I was very humbled to even just be nominated for this award. This was the 4th convention that it had been presented. There's 5 state presidents that is nominated by a committee within the executive committee of the NFRW, and this is just something that they say it's for extraordinary leadership and dedication to our NFRW and our state party and group. It's something so very easy for me to be, and I was just very humbled and honored to receive this. I do feel that, like I say, without the help of the KFRW, it's all our awards, so I really appreciate receiving this.
That is awesome, Becky. Congratulations on the award once again. Now let's get down to some practical things. How can women in Johnson County get involved in a KFRW club?
We actually have 3 clubs here in the Johnson County area that's open to any ladies 18 years and older and a registered Republican. That's only requirements we have. They are the Starlight Club, which meets on Thursday evening, and usually at Carrabba's. They're at 105th and Metcalf. We also have the Community, which also meets on Thursday evening, and Ramona Allenbrand is the club president, and they meet at Bass Pro over off of 119th. And then we have our oldest club, probably the oldest club here in here in Kansas, is the Northeast Johnson County, and they meet at noon. And so, like I say, if you'd like to check our websites, we could certainly all the information you need as meeting times and dates and any contact that you'd like to find would be right there on our websites.
Thank you so much, Becky, for coming and being with us today. And I do hope that any of the women that are watching will be able to plug in and get involved in one of the local Johnson County, Kansas Federation of Republican Women clubs.